Mad Hair Monday. We all know it's Mad Hair Monday. Hope you've got your mad hair happening. This is just normal hair. I've actually even got tied at the back. Been channeling the old Mickey. You know, oh Mickey, you're so fine. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Had a great couple of days. It's been a little couple of days. What do we have? Saturday, and now we're down to Monday. So I hope you're all really well and getting excited about tonight because you've been asking for this one. So I've been working on it and going to bring it in two parts. Hi Ruth, how are you? So don't forget, if you've brought a friend along, as in introduced them, told them to sit in their own couch in their own house, but come into our little group, tell me so I can write it down as we go. I know, was it Anne and Jenny introduced Anne last week, and Anne's already used her $10 voucher that I will give you for introducing a friend. So you get it and the friend. Hi Margot, how are you? Hi Joanne, lovely hair. Yeah, it's a bit messy. Hi Anne, how you going? I'm glad you and Jenny sorted out those parcels. That was really weird. Hi Julie, how are you? Nice to say hello to everybody as well. It's been a fun day. I've been busy sewing as well and getting through. Hi Yvonne, how are we? So what we're going to do tonight, Quilt as you go. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, like me on Facebook or stalk me on Facebook or Instagram, and that's where you'll see all the live ones come up. So YouTube, if you go to my channel and hit the bell, you'll get notifications for when I'm doing a video live or when I've uploaded a new video. So here we go. We're going to quilt as you go. Hi Karen, lovely to see you. So what we're going to do now, I do start these. I've got a few examples here. Yeah, good thing you're free. I sort of knew that because you introduced each other. Just to let you know, ladies, Anne and Jenny both ordered the other day, and at the post office, because they were both the same postcodes, I actually put the wrong tracking number on them. So she gave me the wrong tracking number, and then I told the wrong one. You told Danielle, yeah, I know. Outing kids to bed. That's okay, as long as she comes on and says hello. And Margot, if she puts, don't forget, you've got to subscribe to the, hi Gail, you've got to subscribe to the website, because if you don't put that email address in, I've got nowhere to send the voucher to. So make sure whoever you introduce, they say hi. Otherwise, just get them to put it on the website. Okay, so when I quilt as you go, I usually start with a 10-inch square, because hence that's what I sell. This is an old marble one that I had hanging around. All right, and I do a 10-inch square on the wadding, okay, or batting. Now with your wadding or batting, I will be doing a talk on that too. Oh well, I've got some of the new marbles in 10-inch squares free. I haven't loaded them on the website separately yet, so I might do that when I get back after doing this. I will be doing a talk on wadding and everything for you guys, just to let you know different ways of using them and everything. Oh, lovely, you're all chatting to each other. This is really good. Hi Ricky, how are you? So yeah, with your wadding, if you're going to start this, yeah, if you're going to start this, we're going to, you always feel it. Some of the battings, if it's got a bumply side, I always call it the bumply side. Hi Carol, how are you? Yeah, I'll say where you're from, where you've seen me, or if you saw me at any shows or anything, that'd be great. So yeah, got the little bumples on it. That one, the bumples also go down. Hi Joanne. That goes down on the bottom, because basically the bumples are made from when they make the wadding, and then it's needle pressed. So the needle's gone down through it. If you put the bumples up, okay, up, then your needle's going to be going against it. So always put the bumples down, okay? I call them bumples. All right, so what I'm going to do on this first one, I'm going to do a little crazy patch one, and I'm going to move it first. Shepparton, woohoo! Love my Shepparton show. We missed 1 year, didn't we? All right, so I'm starting with a 10-inch square on the back. So this will be my backing. All right, because what I'm basically going to do is make the blocks tonight. That's hence why it's part one. Near Newcastle? Yeah, quite a few shows. And then I've got the wadding on the top. So what I'm going to do, I've got some scraps here. I'm going to start with this, and I think it's only about a 4-inch square. It is a scrappy one. 4.5. Okay, Tamworth. Oh, wow, I have been around. All right, so this one is a 4-inch-ish sort of thing. So if you've got your drinks, ladies, hang on to them. Here we go, down to the machine. You all know how much fun this becomes. Oh, look, that wasn't too bad at all. Oh, hang on. Just got to spread his legs out a little bit more so he doesn't fall over. There we go. I haven't been out to get a new tripod yet, so bear with me. All right, so what I'm going to do, from my little scrappies, I've actually put this just obscure offset in the middle. Canberra, Wagga, Tamworth, wow, Toowoomba, Logan. I'm getting good, yeah, Joanne. I'm not making you drunk so much. You watch, I'll get really, really good at positioning this camera, and I'll get a new tripod where I don't have to do it. All right, I have been everywhere, Karen. Isn't that terrible? And Karen, I think you saw me up at the markets too at your Monday. Oh my gosh, that's a long time ago. I think somebody has. Somebody's seen me up there. Okay, so what I've got is just some 1.5 inch. Yeah, these are just scraps that I got given many, many years ago, or they're off an old quilt that I made many years ago for my daughter or something, and I just they keep popping up out of the scrapbook, out of the scraps. Okay, so 1.5 inch strip. There is no technique to this at all, but, she says, but, I'm going to cut it roughly to the size I want, because what I do, if I was just to sew from here to here, right, straight down, which is all we need for the fabric to attach, remember the back is going to be your quilting. So you're just going to see a one little tawny strip. I don't want that. I want it to go right across. So I'm actually going to start this up here, and I'm eyeing it off where the 1/4 inch is here. All right, and I'm going to put this through. All right, so I've actually made the whole stitching go right along. So when this opens, it's attached. It's okay, but on the back, it's not a short little stitch. It's actually a long stitch for you. All right, so then what I do is I just basically, I'm going to work my way around. All right, just trim it where I think it needs to be trimmed. These are really crazy. If you've got OCSD, ladies, remember, take that OCSD out of you, because the obsessive compulsive sewing disorder that we all have, that needs everything to be color coordinated or anything like that, these take that out of you. All right, you just got to be wild and free on these ones. That's why it's Mad Hair Monday. Let's be a little bit wild and free. You guys have got to post up some photos of your wild hair. I'm telling you. I'm just doing that so I can see. Enzo, hello, beautifuls. How are you? Enzo is Enzo's usually the person at our cafes when he does the Craft Alives. If you've ever seen the little cafe down there with Enzo and his mum and his daughter, his lovely family. So Enzo has Just Sweets. So if you're looking for chocolates for Mother's Day or anything, get onto Enzo's website, Just Sweets, and you'll be able to get some off him from there. All right, so one more. And I'm just putting this white around here. Gosh, now I can't see. I'm on an angle with these. Also known as the Chocolate Man. Well, that's one of your nicest names, Enzo, I must admit. All right, so you're my gorgeous man. You're the happy fellow. All right, here we go. So now I've gone around that, and we've got the 4 white ones around, and as you can see, you've made a nice little design on the back as well. So what I'm going to do now, let's throw the white away for a minute, and I've got some scraps, and yes, these are all matching sort of. Now these are not overly straight on some, but what I'm going to do is just put them down the length. Whoop, gotta keep this going. The length of here is what I need to cover. So as long as this covers there, this covers there. That's like the thingamajig on the Watson call it, isn't it? And I'm going to again go from the beginning to the end. This piece actually goes from the beginning to the end. All right, open it up. Not going to worry about trimming it. We've got little flappy sides. It's okay. All right, here's another piece. And I'm going to put this one. And I'm just sort of building it up. A bit like a log cabin in a way. Okay. And here we go down this one. Oh, foot out of the way. All right, open it here. Let's see, what have we got long enough? This one might be long enough. That way. All right, so I'm just going by whatever the straightest edge. So the white is the straightest one here, so I'm just putting that down. Doesn't have to be cut to the perfect size. All right, put this in. And this one doesn't go to the end, but it does go to the end of the white. So I'm going to open that up. One more. Ooh, see, that's not long enough. Into the bag, scrap bag. See what I've got here. You reckon that one will? See if I open that up. No. All right. Oh, what can we pop on here? Dig into the bag of scraps. And, oh, this looks good. This is probably left over from a bag I've made. This is how bad. All right, I'm going to put this down here. Okay. And I'm going to join this one on. It's long enough. It's got joins in it. That's okay. And we're going to do that. Right. Block's done. I'm going to turn the machine off because I'm not going to sew too much anymore. And the hair's still crap. Yes, Enzo hasn't seen my hair yet. There we go. Okay. So, we now made a block that looks like this. On the back, see how neat it looks when you've gone right to the edges? All right, so if I had only just done that, I'd have all these different seams, different sizes. All right, but that's made it nice and neat. Doesn't matter about these because we're going to trim it back. Usually from a 10-inch, I'm going to trim that back to 9.5. Okay, we're going to make it about 9.5 inch. All right, because as you know, when we do quilt, things can squish in and you have different, and you need to trim it back. So that happens when you do them this small as well. So that's a crazy one. Now I'm going to give you a sneaky peeky of a little one that I've made. Probably see them on the website too because these are for sale. This is one with smaller ones, and I've actually quilted it with the Quilt As You Go. I'll do these bits next week because I want to show you some other blocks. But as you can see, it's got the different backings, and this one only has the 4 seams around it. But this is what we're going to end up with, a look like that next week. All right, so that's that one block. Here's some others I've done today. Remember our bag, tote bag one? Why not do tote bag way? There's your quilting on the back all done. All right, it'll get trimmed back. All right, all different ones, bits of scraps and that. Even horizontally, like if you want to, and then put one way, one the other way. All right, these are all, Mad Hair Monday is usually dipping into the scrap bag. Okay, so that's why I do it this way. Courthouse steps. All right, so I've just started with a 2.5 inch square, 2.5 inch strips, put one either side in the same technique and put it over the back, and look at the quilting that ended up on the back. So each block will have that same quilting if you make each block the same. It's pretty cool, that one. All right, why not go just good old everyday quilting? All right, this is, didn't even measure them, not too bad. Don't look too close. What's that rule? 3 steps away. If you take 3 steps back and it looks great, we're fine. So you've got cyberspace in between it, but actually you can zoom in on this, can't you? You could actually then cross cut it as well if you wanted to. All right, cross hatch it, cross stitch it, cross hatch, whatever it's called, hatch, cross. Yep, quilting. You can tell I'm not a big quilter. All right, love doing Quilt As You Goes. And appliques. Okay, this is a little butterfly applique. All right, and all I've done, normally you go, because I use this machine and it just does straight stitching. You could hand it, but then you've got that on the back as well, the hand stitching, you have to go right through. Or on your other machine where you've got the little applique stitch that comes in, you can do that as well. But on this one, see if I can get this close. I have just stitched it straight, a bit out of focus, there we go. I've just stitched it straight close to the edge. So if that does fray, who cares? It's going to look a little pretty. It's not going to come away because you've got the nice close stitching. And on the back, you'll actually have a little quilted one as well. All right. So that's the butterfly with the applique. Maybe by next week I'll have the whole quilt of those done. Not too sure. You never know what, because of all these videos and all this stuff I have to do. Isolation is not so bad on my own because this is actually falling out. It's going to come out. I'm going to have to go. Oh, I'll just do this and flip it back up. All right. So what you need. How cool would this be? If you had a bit of wadding and you had some 10-inch squares with the dogs and cats on it, but on the front you started with a 5-inch square with some other colours, plain colours on the way out. So then you'd have the dogs and cats on the back and on the front. How cool. All right. 1.5 inch strips. You can get some 1.5 inch strips off the website. All right. And they're in the right spot now. Figured that one out. So you can get them off the website. Solid colours. Black and whites. Black and white on the back. Do a red and white thing on the front. You know, what? Olive and black and white looks really good together too. So this one's an I Spy 5-inch pack. So this has got your 20 I Spy ones with 20 little ones of these. So you can do all sorts of things with them. All right. So that will be your Quilt As You Go. Stitching looks great. Which stitching, Jenny? It's funny how I get critical on how I stitch as well. It's a bit weird. So that's not free quilting. No, not free motion at all. This machine does not have the feed dogs down or anything. It's actually quilt as you go. So sometimes with some machines you might need to put your walking foot on, okay, because you are doing it. Oh, move the stock. Because you're doing it through the 3 layers. So you may, for your machine, have to put the walking foot on. But no, it's not free motion. Well, it's free motion because you're actually doing it yourself. All right, this is actually just patchworking. All right, and just putting the block together on the wadding and the backing at the same time. So quilt as you go. Okay, it is, as you guys know, I'm not a huge quilter for free motion quilting. Not my expertise. Have done it, sort of like it. Only do it in miniatures. One day I'll show you how to make little 1-inch log cabins with 16 pieces. That's when isolation really gets to me and I really get mad. I'm mad in the head and have to do something crazy. But I used to, many years ago, teach miniatures and do a little piece this big. It'd have 160 pieces in it and you'd have a nice pineapple log cabin or something in it. It is done with foundation piecing, but it can be done with a standard machine with the needle, normal straight stitching and everything, okay? Courthouse steps. This one. Now, Joanne, what size strips do you reckon I've used? 2.5. That's all I've used on those is 2.5-inch strips. So I started with a 2.5-inch square. And then you don't really have to cut 2.5-inch squares because do it exactly how I did that one before, as long as it comes down past the edges, right? But I have taken the whole stitching from the edge to the edge when I've joined it on. So the back looks nice, all right? When you don't have, just to let you know, I did actually boo-boo it, as we do. Because this is the first one I did actually just do one and then stopped and went, oh, that's right, this one I have to go edge to edge. I make so many things. So you can see there, I've had to stop and start. So it's actually made a little knot. All right, I've stopped and started it. So you just go straight down. Novice here, more about feet, but all good. Can it puncture a bit? Oh, pucker. Yes. In these tiny ones, no. These tinier sort of pieces that you're working with, when you do your bigger quilts, if you're pinning them and basting them, you guys have asked me to do one of those. No worries, Joanne. You've asked me to do one of those as well. That will come. I think I do have to be mad as well, but I will show you some of those. But yeah, it depends on your foot. Now, if you find it puckering, or your machine, if you find it puckering a little bit, loosen the tension on the foot. All right, so there's usually a knob at the top of your machine to take a bit of tension off the foot, or put a walking foot on. Okay, so putting a walking foot on, if you don't, novices or anyone new, a walking foot actually works because a normal machine, the feed dogs bring, this is really weird, the feed dogs will feed the fabric through, all right, and the foot goes up and down and the feed dogs will feed it through. So when there's 3 layers, the feed dogs usually sometimes just catch the bottom one rather than the top, hence why you pin, 4-letter word, or you'll baste it, okay? If you've got the walking foot on, the walking foot actually works in motion with your feed dog, so it's actually feeding them through the top layer and the bottom layer at the same time, and it's sandwiching that wadding. So a walking foot can be really, really handy on a machine when you're doing the quilting. For this, I do use an industrial machine, normal machine as well. One day I might get the faff out and do that for you, but it is actually, on a standard machine, you will still get through it because this is actually 100% cotton wadding. It is a little bit thin. Now I've quilted it, I haven't got a piece here. It is only thin, okay, and you'll find your machine will probably go through. Try not to pull it, okay? If you're finding it sticking, don't pull it from the back to help feed it through. That can bend your needle. You can do all sorts of damage, okay? Been there, done that. Okay, so don't do that. But you'll work it out from your machine. Take off a little bit of tension from that. Make sure your feed dogs go down. If you want to, that's another thing you can try because then it might feed through. But standard machine, standard sewing, it should make it through it, not a problem. Okay, if you want to match the colour on the back, just change your bobbin one. I'm really slack. I use a light grey, very light grey cotton on everything. Okay, when I'm quilting on my quilting machine, I do change the bobbin to match the bottom, and I do put colours in the top when I'm doing a whole big one. But when I'm doing this, you actually don't see the stitches on the front. This actually matched in. If I wanted to on the applique one, I could have changed that to black, but I actually kind of like that because it's not the applique stitch and it's just like a raw reg applique thing on it. I liked it to have that standard one on there. You don't see any stitching on these on the front, so it didn't matter what colour. On the back, light grey goes with everything. All right, and I think even on the back of this one, yeah, see, I've used a light grey on there as well, and you wouldn't really notice it. Okay, an old retro paisley, can't get any more, but yeah, that's how you do that. Now, did I answer everyone's question there? Let me just do a little swiping. Oh, whoosh. Let's have a look. Novice Carol, more about feet. Are we all good with that now? Can it punch a bit? Pucker, yeah, went through that one. All good, thanks, Carol. Courthouse steps, what size strips, Joanne? We answered that one. If anyone doesn't know, courthouse steps and log cabin. Okay, similar one. We might have a block night one night. How does that sound? If I go through different names of blocks, that might be something interesting. All right, so courthouse steps starts with the two, and log cabin, start with your little middle. Can be any size. Log cabins look great in 1.5 inch strips, by the way. These are 2.5. So when you do a log cabin, you'll add one here and work your way around and out. Okay, we might do a block night. How's this sound? Do a block night in jammies. All right, we'll have a jammy block night. All right, and we'll have little competitions. See who can name it. We'll do something like that. Oh, brain never stops. Can you tell? Don't sleep. All right, so log cabin goes around. With the courthouse steps, you're actually building it like steps. So you go one either side, then one either side here. Then you'll go these sides again, and then you'll go these sides. So that's your courthouse step one. Sound good, Ruth? Huh. If there's anyone else up at midnight, might do a midnight one. So yeah, so it's that's a different one, just a different way. Can only do that on a Monday or a Wednesday. Okay, Margot, put your order in, no problems. First thing we get that way. Oh yes, Monday or Wednesday. Yeah, no, we can do it. We can do it on a we might change a mad hair Monday to a block day, pajama block mad hair. Yeah, why not? I'm open to all suggestions, just saying. All right, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit me on Facebook. Stalk me on Facebook, Instagram. Oh, vouchers. Yes, don't forget your vouchers. Bring a friend down. If anyone's brought a friend tonight and they've said hello, go to the website and subscribe to the newsletter. That would be fantastic. Free shipping. You guys know I've been doing free shipping for you from when the virus hit. And it was for anything over $50, I did free shipping. That is Mad Hair and BJ Night. Might even have the scotch there too. We don't know. Free shipping. It will finish this Thursday, the end of the month. Okay, so free shipping for anything over $50. But as you guys know, I will bring something else out. Oh, wonderful, Ruth. Thank you. Yeah, orders are coming through. Some are taking a little bit longer. I'm in northern New South Wales, so I'm in a little country town. Okay, up here. Was going to say that. Going to say what? Oh, the alcohol. Oh, I don't know, Margot. What were you going to say? I'm in northern New South. Oh, that you got your parcel. Shouldn't have mentioned alcohol, didn't I? And in the country town here. So sometimes it has to go to Sydney, then it gets distributed. If it's New South Wales, then it goes to Melbourne and all that sort of thing. So there was a thing put out by Australia Post just to be patient with them. They've had to cut staff back due to social distancing in the dispatching places. Okay, so unfortunately, yeah, they're a little bit light on because of the social distancing for workers as well. Oh, you're already onto it, Joanne. Good on you. So yeah, so just be patient. They are coming through. I know some are taking a little bit longer than others, but you will get them. I get tracking numbers even when I mix them up, Anne and Jenny. Sorry. Oh, the Australia Post lady gave me the wrong ones. I'm going to say that. I try to put tracking numbers on everything. You just don't get a tracking number on a pattern because I just post that as a normal letter. Okay, but tracking numbers are on every parcel. Hope you're enjoying your parcels. take a little time wrapping them up for you. It's very nice. It's Christmas. Yeah, it was funny, and I thought it was really. I knew that both of the parcels were going the same day, same postcode, and I was hoping I got the right tracking numbers on there. All right, I hope you've enjoyed tonight, ladies. It is only 25 minutes of it, but that's enough for me for tonight, isn't it? Don't forget everything. Jake from Provence has been helping me heaps with websites and everything. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so he's been helping along as well, so that's really good. Have some blocks ready, okay, if you've got some blocks ready for next week. Thanks a lot, Joanne. Yeah, I love doing prezzies. I had 3 brothers as I grew up, and I was always the one that had to cover the school books and all that sort of thing. So I hope you've enjoyed tonight. Using up your scraps, that's pretty much what Mad Hand Monday's about. It's just hitting the scrap bins and just trying to use up what we've got. Yes, we'll be back on Wednesday with, what's Wednesday? Oh, Treasure Hunt Wednesday. We all love Treasure Hunt Wednesday, don't we? So, thanks, Jenny. So Treasure Hunt Wednesday, if you ladies are new to it, Treasure Hunt Wednesday, you watch me. Watch what I do. I think I'm doing the wadding one on Wednesday, so I'll have the wadding talk. And then I go and hide things throughout the website at a lower price. So I'll let you know what they are, but I'm not telling you where they are. So you have to go through the website and look for them, and you get a very special deal. But there's usually only one of everything that you can get at the special deal. Usually about 5 items or so. I'll have my answer for baby. Oh, cool. Okay. On Wednesday. Wonderful, Margot. So yeah, it's Treasure Hunt Wednesday. So come and join us again at 8 p.m. I really appreciate you guys really supporting me. It is lonely here, but I'm having a lot of fun getting things organised and ready. And as we know, I roller skate around the house. One day you'll see that. And it's not going to be on pajama night and bad hair day. I'm not roller skating as well in the PJs, just saying. But yeah, I have a lot of fun. I have moved here recently, so not a lot of close friends or anything. But seeing all you guys and keeping in touch and doing that sort of thing has been great. So see you all Wednesday. Subscribe, Facebook, share with all your mates that patchwork and quilt that you normally meet, and get them to meet here, as it's lovely that you're all talking to each other and saying hi. So thanks again, everyone. Thanks, Enzo, for joining. Have a great time. Stay safe and happy sewing, everybody. See ya. Bye. Night to all. Yeah, night, Julie. Night, Joanne. See you, peoples.